What's going on? Joseph Robinson in the house. Yo. Are you seeing this? Let's marinate on this Bitcoin high. $68,000, 321 as we're nearing that. I think we need a little bit more to go before we hit the ultimate high. What's going on, Poor Jazz? Give me a second. Whoa. Make sure the levels are good. What's going on, Empress? Yeah, looks like we good. What it do? Bitcoin, $68,000. Congratulations to all those who have been holding Bitcoin, even those who have gotten in within the last few days or last couple months or so. What's going on, Cindy? You said you wish you had some. Hey, it's never too late. But let's not just talk about Bitcoin. Let's talk about the other project that's out there that's doing tremendously well. Give me a second. I had to go ahead and turn the music off there. Once again, what's going on? Joseph Robinson. Thanks for tuning in for a little bit. I'm only going to be on here for a second, but what I wanted to do was get on here and show you what the heck is going on in the market right now. So as we can see here, right here, Bitcoin is nearing, which I believe is the all-time high. All-time high for Bitcoin was 67,549. According to CoinMarketCap. So we have surpassed that. We have surpassed the all-time highs. So 68,364 is now the new all-time high at this point. 67,549 was the previous in 2021. Look at us now. Bitcoin is pushing. Bitcoin is pushing. I think the market dominance of Bitcoin has gone up to, 53%. At one point it was at 52. Now it is at 53%. That is half of the market. ETH is showing at 17.3%. The overall market cap is 2.5. So that leaves roughly about 1.333435 for Bitcoin as the dominance, the leader. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about what happens when Bitcoin pushes. I'm wanting that 70,000 dollar Bitcoin. I'm going to put that incoming. Bearish or bullish, BTC 70,000 incoming. It's coming, y'all. Look, we're right around the corner. That can actually happen tonight. With the regular the stock market is closed, so they're not trading ETFs right now. So guess what? Where's everybody at? Over here on the exchanges, in the DeFi sector, uncentralized trading. Everybody's over here now. Money is pouring back in. I think we talked about this earlier today, how the money would start shifting. That money will start shifting around, and that's what it's doing. The money is coming back over here right now. This is what we need. $165 billion in volume has been going through the last 24 hours into the market. If we continue this way, we will see a $3 trillion market for cryptocurrency, which is really, we're surpassing. All the numbers are there, folks. The numbers are there. I think people earlier, they were a little bullish, but guess what? Bitcoin is dominating. Ethereum sitting at 3641. It has yet to hit the all-time high yet. All-time high for Ethereum came in right at 4,733. It all depends on the exchange, but according to CoinMarketCap, with this data here, it's showing $4,733.36 to be exact. So the bulls are at it again as BTC crosses above $68,000, dominating. So 3640 for Ethereum. Now, listen, we need Ethereum. If you're ETH maxi or ETH bullish bull, guess what? We need ETH to send the rest of the market, in my opinion, in terms of these lower cap coins here, these altcoins, right? Because once these things start rising up, there's really no stopping for a while. But another one that's really kind of been pushing, that's been trending, is Pepe. Pepe is pushing. It's down a little bit for the day. It's still up 27.16, but I mean, in terms of earlier, where it was earlier today, this morning, where it kind of pushed at an all-time high for the day. 7-day, we're up. 1 month, it's up. The year, it is up. All time, it is up. Over 12,000%. This thing is skyrocketing. So for the year, it is up 100%, and it soared 53% in 24 hours. It is skyrocketing. So Pepe is another one, $3.7 billion in volume. So I don't know if you added to your position or not. Let me give you one that's in comparison in terms of hype, in terms of community, right? I'll give you another one that's in comparison to Pepe. And Pepe has a supply of 420 trillion. Okay, 160 trillion less than this guy here, right here, number 11 or number 10, SHIB, right? The great SHIB. Absolutely. If you got into SHIB, let me show you. Just a little recap here before we continue with this bullish news. If you got into Shiba Inu back in August of 2020, you bought yourself, a couple $100 worth, you would have been able to turn that couple $100 into a $250,000, if not $1 million, at the all-time high, which was in November of 2021. That's when I had a bunch of zeros. 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 zeros, 1, 9 zeros, whatever. Look where we're heading back to right now. We didn't drop back down that low. We knocked off about 3 zeros. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We knocked off 5 freaking zeros. So we're sitting at 4036 right now. If you've been accumulating, let's say since 2022, that the low point, 2022, we had 508. If you've been accumulating, you are definitely in profit now. Even if you maybe sold a little bit of your position, but you definitely bought back in, you are in profit right now. 4036. How high can SHIB go? How high can it go? I don't know. Maybe drop another zero. We need more money to come in. But I was comparing Pepe to Shiba Inu in terms of the volume, in terms of the community, what's happening now. Pepe doesn't have all of the utility that SHIB does. So big ups to SHIB. SHIB is doing extremely well. Pepe took off as a movement, and Pepe is a movement, and it's in a bracket of its own. So people are like, why are you comparing Pepe to SHIB? Listen, SHIB has been the greatest meme of all time. And in my opinion, still is the greatest of all time, with everything that's coming with SHIB, Bone, and Shibrium. Sorry, Shibrium. Shibrium. Somebody say Shibrium, like Ethereum, Shibrium. Notorious. All right. So in terms of that, right? Market cap is 21 billion right now, 589 trillion for Shiba. It's still Shiba Inu. I wish they would drop the Inu, but that's what made it the way it is right now. $21 billion in market cap volume has been right at $8 billion. $8 billion. SHIB would never, you know, just to kind of backtrack. People are thinking, will SHIB ever hit a dollar? Probably not in, 2, 3 generations, unless the dollar Bitcoin becomes worth, way over $1 million, then maybe. And if it heads that direction, crypto will full send. If Bitcoin ever gets to, as soon as Bitcoin surpasses 100,000, it will. Some point 150, 200,000, full crypto send. Expect full crypto to send, period. Expect it to send 100%. You're already seeing this, right? Let me give you the global here. Look at the trends. Look at the trends. Market cap, total volume of every single cryptocurrency that's out there, to include, the top market all the way down to the bottom, the scam ones out there, like the OTC market with a bunch of pink stocks that the businesses will never go anywhere. They're just opening them up to funnel money through, penny stocks, right? Not all of them, but 90%. Same thing here. It's calculating the blue chips all the way down to the bottom of the barrel. So everything, every cryptocurrency that's out there is calculating the whole market cap of cryptocurrency, period. And still, Bitcoin's dominance holds 50, what did I say, 54 percent of that market. 54% of that market, Bitcoin is hodling, okay, holds, right? As you can see here. But Bitcoin's dominance has always been high. Look, the highest I've ever seen Bitcoin dominance looks like 86%, 2016. But guess what? Altcoins weren't pumping like that. People weren't in altcoins like that. They were mostly in BTC and Ethereum. But now the Bitcoin dominance is at 51%. Why? Because everything is sharing the market. Everything else, Ethereum, look at that. USDT, 16%, or I'm sorry, 5.36%. Binance, 2.69%. Sol now, 2.66%. Everything else, 20%. Right? And those numbers will change. But back in the day, guess who had pretty much dominance of the market back in 2013? Bitcoin, 92.23%, almost 100% of the market. Why? Because there was nothing else out there. Then comes along who? Ethereum. Well, you had some other stuff, but comes along Ethereum, 2014. Let me see, 2015, into 2015. On comes Ethereum, and then everything else after that. Okay, so here we are now in 2024. If you can look on the left-hand side there, you'll see where my cursor is. You'll see as we are pushing higher than before this last year, and coming close to where we were in 2021. We are pushing 2.38 market cap. 2021 high 2.92, almost $3 trillion market cap overall as a whole. $68,452. Listen, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. And I've been bullish for the longest time on stocks, cryptocurrencies, things of that nature, right? And I'm rarely bearish unless it's a piece of crap coin. But with what we have going on in the last 5 years, I've been talking about this. Only a few of you have taken the opportunity to jump in terms of, that's in the network of people who I speak with. Those who are out of the network who contact me, I've had more people that's out of my network decide to jump on board and jump into crypto. Not necessarily anything that I've talked about, but just, in terms of overall information, grab it and really jump in because they've seen the opportunity. Bitcoin has changed lives over and over and over and over again. I'm talking about Bitcoin because it's been dominant for over 13 years. It's been dominant in this market, but that's changing until Bitcoin gets over, $100,000, $120,000, and everything else has to catch up from there. That's when you'll start to see Bitcoin really start to take off and a little bit more of dominance of the market once it picks up, because it takes everything else a little bit to catch up. Even if you again, you look at where Ethereum is at. Ethereum has not caught up yet. Has not caught up to Ethereum. I mean to Bitcoin, right? We still got a little ways to go. So got a little ways to go. So when we hit 4733, November 14th of 2021, or 46, I'm sorry. Yeah, 4733, almost 48,000. November of 2021, Bitcoin was sitting at, was it what, 60? We just went over the numbers. Hold on. 60, 67, 549. Now we're at 68. And guess what? Where's Ethereum? Where's Ethereum at? 36, 3,629. It's still struggling a little bit. It's going to catch up. It will catch up eventually. It will catch up, right? Another reason why Ethereum is lagging behind, is struggling, is let's look at the other tokens that's on here too. A lot of money in USDT as well being held. Binance, right? Binance maintaining that number 4 spot. Solana at one point had surpassed Binance. And I think it was at 60, and Binance was at 40, 50. But, it eventually caught back up again. But, Solana's not too far off. So these other ecosystems are starting to get noticed more and more as people are starting to build on these chains to make some money. I remember when it was just BNB and Ethereum predominantly. Now this money, just like it was at one point just Bitcoin predominantly, now this money is being spread out onto different ecosystems, different blockchains, BNB, Solana, Cardano, Doge Chain, right? Shibarium, Dogecoin, Polygon. All of this money is being spread out. AVAX, Casper, all of this money, VeChain, all of this money is being spread out. Oh, another undervalued gem. Hold on. Excuse me. Where's VET at? VET. VeChain. Undervalued. I've been talking about it for a while, off and on, but it was just a penny not too long ago. You could have got it at 1 cent a few months ago. 1 cent. Now it's at 4 cents. So you could have 3 extra money. Folks, you got to start looking. You have to start looking. And these are the blue chips. These are just the top 10 that I'm talking about here. Right? I don't know why I just included Pepe in the top 10, but guess what? Pepe has the ability to hit that top 10, just like where SHIB is, right? It has the ability based off of community, money being poured in. I mean, you're talking market cap of $2.98 billion right now. Circulating supply, 420. That's 100 and something trillion less than Shiba, once again, in comparison to that. Right? So, and then we look at, again, let me go back to Shiba just to give you another comparison here. SHIB had, again, 589 trillion. And the market cap is $20 billion. That's a lot of money flowing in, right? Pepe hasn't reached that yet. Pepe's only sitting at what? 2 trillion. 2 trillion, right? I mean, 2 billion. 2 billion. I'm sorry. Not 2 trillion. Whew. We wouldn't even be on the internet if Pepe was all that money trying to come out, all the money going everywhere, right? IRS would have a field day with some of y'all. they would actually be sending agents to the kids' school to get the kids to tell where the parents are at, because the parents would be in hiding. The parents would be using who are avoiding IRS. The parents would be using what do you call those, daycare centers to take their kids to school, right? Chauffeurs. Well, we don't know. We talk to this person talks to this person talks to this person. We don't know where y'all will be hiding because you haven't paid your taxes or whatever, right? IRS be looking for you. But no, seriously, Pepe is only at a 2.97 billion-dollar market cap right now. SHIB has 20 times that, 25 times that, 30 times that. Volume of Pepe, $3.94 billion. It's pushing. Okay. So pay attention. Again, pay attention to the market. Pay attention to the market. All right. I just wanted to get on here and just show you guys that information there. Hopefully, if you're not in the market, you start to look at it. All right. This is generational wealth, y'all. This is generational wealth coming to people. And you don't have to have a lot to make a lot. Okay. Let me see if I can bring up an article here. Let me bring up this article really quick. Um, just as an example. Give me a second. I'm just going to read this article because this is one that motivated me a while back. Let me see. Give me a second. So there's a bunch of stories out there. I was going. Oh, here it is. Here it is, right here. Here it is. Let me see if I can find it. I think this is it. Hold on. So here's an article of a guy um, that spent in October of 2020 $17. I don't know if that included his gas fees, but this guy spent $17 in 2020 and bought Shiba Inu. 6 months later, he had $6.5 million. Now, don't know if he capitalized on that, but in his wallet, it showed that he had $6.5 million. Not everyone is able to cash out. Let me tell you that right now. Not everyone is going to be. So let's say you had 100 people who put in $17 and it ran up to $6.5 million, right? Most likely, 10 to 15 of those individuals, once they seen, maybe $15,000, they would have sold their positions anyway, right? Some 20, some 30. If you never seen that kind of money before, of course you most likely you would have pulled your profit. You would have said, I'm taking this. But according to this story, this guy wasn't even watching it. Then he came back 6 months later on, obviously, and capitalized. Sorry, y'all. I'll get that fixed. Technical difficulties, but we're gonna keep it on. Keep on. Is that good? Okay, I think I'm good. Let me check. Hold on. 'Cause I keep shaking the table, that's why. All right. My bad, y'all. Okay, so this individual capitalized on the moment. He capitalized on the moment. Okay, that was then. So here we are, today, where you have opportunities to drop $17 on an asset. And potentially make you some money. Let me tell you some of the things that I've learned here. You have to sometimes you have to fail and you have to fail often. Meaning that if you don't try, you'll never know what it's like to do something that you've never done before. And I'm saying this because I had to step outside of my comfort zone of taking a little bit of money that I've had of my, retirements or investments and things of that nature and throw it into something, not knowing whether or not it was going to work out, but with the hope that it was going to work out. Right. So all these years, my grandfather, first off, my dad gave me really good work ethic. So if my dad is out listening, um, hey dad, love you. He gave me a really good work ethic. I watched him growing up on how to be a man, um, go in the field and work and how to treat people with respect and a good work ethic, strong back, those things. My dad, he's still working hard, building. But my grandfather, because again, I'm not going to try to get you all of my business, but my grandfather taught me how to do those things as well, but also took me over to the other side of the house of being smart with your money, taking your investments, taking your hard-earned money, putting a percentage to the side and letting that money work for you. Because guess what? Eventually your knees could give out, could. Your mind may not be the same at the age of 75, 80, 85. Your hands may have carpal tunnel, they may not work, you may not be able to do this. You may not be able to speak as eloquently. Some things will change as you get older, and guess what? You're not going to want to have to work for an additional 15, 20 years for your retirement. A lot of things happen. You go through things in life mentally, physically, depending on your job, whatever you go through, right? And some people are unable to work because now they may be disabled. They may whatever the situation. Some people have to quit their jobs because now they have to go home and stay home with the kids. It just depends. Now you have opportunities. There's opportunities now that you can now jump into to help you go to the next level, right? We know the economy is not getting any better. All that stimulus money that they put out in the economy 3 years ago, 4 years back, whatever, 2020, 2021, guess what? They wanted all that back. They wanted all that money back. You thought it was free? Mm. All they did was raise the price of taxes and things of that nature. How the housing market and loans 20%, and cars now $80,000 for a truck. You could have bought 5, 10 years ago for 35,000. Why do you think Elon Musk Teslas are relatively cheap? 30,000 for electric vehicle. Why? He's thinking further. He's thinking further on than just the money aspect. He's thinking technology wise. He's building. He has something really good, and he can make it affordable to you and I. So what I'm saying to you is, if you have an opportunity to take your money, not just in crypto, but if you have the opportunity to take your money and make 10 times that amount daily, monthly, yearly, try it. Take $10. Well, now with gas fees, you may not be able to get much for $10. You spend $10 on an asset on or trying to buy something, and then the gas fee itself is about half of that, or it could be more. So you're gonna have to come in and gain with a little bit more than that, a couple $100 maybe. But I'm saying to you, you may spend that $100 on what? Cigarettes, alcohol, going out to eat, Red Robin, Applebee's, Chili's, right? Sacrifice. Okay, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with spending your money going out, enjoy. But if you look down the road and you're living paycheck to paycheck, and you're putting your money over here. Well, you can be putting it over here. Plus, you're spending your money on recreational things, knowing you really can't afford to do that. Tighten up the ship in your house a little bit. Start thinking further on than where you're at right now. Again, I'm not trying to preach. I'm just trying to educate you a little bit in terms of where you need to be thinking right now, this moment. This moment, start investing your money in the likes of investments, mutual funds, crypto, stocks. Yes, stocks are still hot. I still love stocks. If you have a hard time with E Trade or Fidelity, Merrill Lynch, Charles Schwab, use use Robinhood. A lot of people don't like Robinhood, but guess what? Robinhood is the most savviest, easiest trading platform that you can use. And they show you how to do it. Stock options and things of that nature. They show you how to do it. So that's why when I get on here, I don't have a large attendance come in. It's little bitty people here, little bits of crowds that come in every so often. It's not a huge crowd, but I don't know how many people's attending right now. But I get I give out nuggets, so maybe 2-3% catch it, and the others who don't catch it, that's okay. But when it's your time to catch it, you better catch it because guess what? You may not get it next time. This time is around again from 2020 to 2019 into 2019. 2020 is when you've 2018 you would have been building, and then you would have won in 2021. All the old heads, all the old crypto heads who were buying in Dogecoin, right? Prior, before it even hit 79 cents, they were buying years before. And some of those, I don't even see them on the internet now. I don't even see them making videos anymore. They don't even make videos anymore. When I got in back in 19 or well 17, and then it started to accumulate, BTC in 17 and in 18, 19 blue chips and then altcoins. The ones who were buying Dogecoin, SafeMoon, Hoj, all these little Safe Mars and all that kind of stuff. They were talking about that. Those people, they're a lot of them aren't even online anymore. When Doge hit 79 cents, I went back to go look to thank the individual who I got the information from. Page gone. The page was gone. They weren't even there anymore. So I'm like, wow, what happened? Well, guess what? They started enjoying life, going out and enjoy life. I guess they've been working their butts off for the last 5 years, 10 years, whatever, talking about cryptocurrency is what you need to do and taking some time off. So all I'm saying to you is you can free up some time to get on here and learn how to trade crypto and learn about this market. Crypto is not going anywhere in terms of it's not going to disappear. It's in my opinion, it will start to grow and get better. It will be a more adopted. Of course, you know about the ETFs now, right? Where you can trade Bitcoin on in Charles Schwab or E Trade or Fidelity, things of this nature. They're being offered now. You don't own it. You at that time you own the not the coins, but it's like a stock, right? You buy and sell. You have the ability to be able to buy and sell Bitcoin, but if you want to own it, you need to go to a centralized exchange and decentralized exchange and buy it, put it on your wallet, what have you, so you can own. You don't own the physical coins, but you own that data on the blockchain. You store it in your wallet. Okay. So, and those are yours, and you hold the keys and to access to that data, the X's and the O's, the digital compound. It's all digital. You just have a code to it. All right. I don't want to get into all of that. So anyway, listen. Take advantage of the market now. Okay. Take advantage of it while it is good. And the over here to the right, you see the fear and index greed chart. It is at an all-time high. You look over to the right, all-time high. People are pouring in. Eventually, we may be to the point to where we are um, overbought. Overbought and oversold to where we're overbought. In my opinion, we could get there, but we're in extreme greed category. I don't know if I've if I've ever seen it at 100. There's a nice curve there indicating um, that we may push up a little bit higher before we start to decline a little bit, where before the market becomes a little bit overbought and saturated, to where you have to you got to start taking that profit. You got to start pulling out a little bit, especially when you're up here. You got a 5, 10, 20x. If you don't do it, if you don't take the profit, somebody else will, right? Somebody else will. And I get it. People want thousands and thousands and millions of dollars. I get that. That's, you can hold for that. If you can hold for that, you can hold for that. I showed the video earlier about the guy who bought 10 Bitcoin for $3.48, basically 34 cents per Bitcoin in 2010. It was like, well, I got my 10 Bitcoin for $3.48 and I can spend it on what I want to spend it on. That may have been the guy who spent the 100, was it 10 or 100 Bitcoin on pizza. So I show the videos on my X page. Anyway, so to put it into perspective, listen, you can either be on that spectrum where you wait 10, 15 years, and then all of a sudden you may see an increase of that asset, depending on if said asset has the demand. One of the reasons why Bitcoin has become so widely adopted now is because people caught on early to it. And what the use case is, it's basically the digital gold, digital money, right? And there's only 21 million, really. So there wasn't that many to begin with. We have 8 billion people on the earth. There wasn't really that many to begin with. So that supply has been getting eaten up a lot. Now it's becoming more and more scarce. So what does that mean? It's that the price of the demand of Bitcoin is going to go higher. And so eventually we will see 100, 120, 150, $200,000 Bitcoin. I don't know about a million. I think the economy would go crazy if we ever seen $1 million Bitcoin. I don't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. You better find a bunker somewhere because people are going to go absolutely nuts. But as and that's extreme greed. So if we ever see that, we're in extreme greed in terms of profitability and where people are at with their assets. But the crypto market will be crazy. You'll have 12-year-olds making millions of dollars. If 12-year-olds can make thousands of dollars playing video games all day online, what do you think they could do when they learn how to trade Bitcoin? There's young cats on the internet right now. I would say 14, 15 years old making JPEGs, NFTs, and making millions of dollars. If they can do that, so can you. But so you got to do it, folks. You got to get on here and take a look at what's available. If you don't do it, then you won't know. All right, that's it. That's it for me. I'm done. I just had to get on my little rant. I'm not going to rant anymore about this. If you're tuning in, I'm glad you're tuning in. You heard it for a reason. But guess what? Get your family in. Talk to your family. Tell them about crypto. Get somebody in your family who's very savvy, who's tech savvy, whatever, to learn about the ins and outs on how to trade, how to get into crypto, how to get yourself a digital wallet, how to do all of that. Listen, find somebody who's smarter than you are, maybe who can do it and teach you how to do it, and you can pass it on. It's not that hard. I'm not the most savviest person in the world, but I have an open mind to learn how to do these things. And I've been working my butt off, learning how to do this and how to create and how to be of an influence and how to invest and sacrifice and risk and live on the edge a little bit. I've jumped outside of my box, right? So, it's not for everyone, but I was talking to my grandfather today, and who's taught me a lot about finances and dollar cost averaging and aggressively at this stage in my life investing, so that way the next 20 years I can just pass it down to the next generation coming up, right? But I was telling him how Bitcoin has turned around, and I wish we would have all gotten together as a family and put in a really large sum of money into Bitcoin when it was at 50, I think, $15,000. What did Bitcoin get to this last year? The low low. Somebody post it in the chat for me, please. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. And thanks to those who are still tuning in. Oh, come on, hold on. Get out of here. What are you doing? What you doing? Where you doing? Okay, we've pulled back a little bit from the $68,000. Yeah, people taking profit. So we were at 68, we're down to 67. But we hit the all-time high, folks. I told you when you hit those new all-time highs, guess what? People are going to take their money. They're going to take profit. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so let's do all-time. So where were we? Where were we? 15. I think 2020. So January we were um let's just say $15,000, right around there somewhere. We were out 15,000. Same price point we were at of oh yeah, 2023, we were at 15,000, okay? Right around that price point. So, I was saying I wish we would have, gone in with an investment, large sum investment at that price point and rode it back up because that was the same level we were at pretty much back in 2017. We hadn't seen those levels since 2017. I'm sorry, 2019 was actually lower. But I mean, in terms of that new higher low that year, which was yeah, $16,000, and that was right around the same price point, 2017, 2018 or so, 2017, what have you. So historically, there was a decline after that price point, and historically we had an incline push up to the next higher high after this last price point. So you see how the market can be unpredictable at times, right? Because you would think after that huge sell off, you would have a big run up again, and then another sell off to hit that double bottom, but it didn't happen. We've been trading, we've been pushing back up since then. So, but that's how we build in the bear market. If you start seeing those accumulation, periods of accumulation where we're not dropping back to previous lows, previous, lower, higher lows or lower lows at that for that year, then we're it's in a bullish pattern. We're moving up, right? As you can see there on that chart. So where do I expect us here in a little bit? I expect us to push forward. So like I was saying, you know, he said, listen, Joseph, you're young for this. You jump in, you do it. You've helped me. Now you go out and you teach other people how to do it and you show them, what to do, or you give them information on how to do it. Not financial advice though, but you push it to the next level. You take what I've taught you to the next level. I love my grandfather, I love my father teaching me these things on how to be financially independent and take what I have and not, you know, put something aside like the little red hen, put it aside, help me, put it aside. Y'all gonna help me? No, nobody wants to help. So she's just putting that feed aside. And when the winter time comes up, what does she do? She had enough food to feed her family, but yet the people who didn't want to help come knocking at her door. So, I take mine what I need to, put it to the side to make sure I can feed my family. But then I also have the generous heart of being able to give back too, because there's only so much you can hold on to. So you need to learn how to give back, and that's what I like to do as well. So this is one of my ways I love to give back on top of philanthropy work as well. So this is what you do when you start to accumulate of anything. You learn how to, donate clothes, donate your shoes, donate your backpack, school supplies, donate your time, donate your wealth, your finances. You learn how to do these things, and if it's been in you for the long haul, since I've been taught how to do this inside of me, then that's what you'll do. Some people have to learn how to do it. Some people it's just in them to kind of do it. So, but I have great examples of I have great people in my life who've shown me how to be the person I am today. So I thank all of them. Anyway, here we are today, back on the market. Listen, do what you will with the information that's been given. The market is here for you. The market is here for you right now. It's opening up and saying, "Hey, get a little bit of this money here. All right, come and get it." If you are not a risky trader, I wouldn't jump into the meme coins if you're not a risky trader, because they are very volatile, like Pepe, very volatile, but straight bullish. If you're a conservative trader. Again, stay with your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your BNB, your Solana, your XRPs, your Cardanos. I'll stay in your top 10, maybe top 20 coins there. If you're conservative, if you're aggressive and you like to take risk, then hey, then you can definitely jump on. I would even go to what's trending, ranking some of the top coins that are trending, and you can take a look there. It's going to show you some of the coins that are trending, the top 10, top 20, top 30, and you may be able to find some answers there in terms of what you can put a little bit of money in. The trick is to get in early and either ride the train up, ride the train sideways to get your profits, and rinse and repeat over and over and over and over again. 90% of the crypto market are, projects that have been created for rugging purposes and scams, meaning that these rogue developers are creating projects to make money for themselves, and of course, anyone else who jumps into them can make money. But if you don't know that these kinds of projects are being created, that they're fly by night, so they disappear after a certain market cap, you've lost your money. So at some point you have to learn how to try to beat these people at their own game as you are investing. Some people would call it gambling, but it's all a gamble. The only sure bet, and even Bitcoin is not a sure bet, but if anything, that's where I would put 100% of my assets into, would be out of everything, would be Bitcoin. At the end of the day, I would throw 100%. I would go all in. If that's what I had to do to pull out of all the other investments that I have, I would go 100% into Bitcoin, because for me, that would be the safest bet out of everything right now, in terms of inflationary, of it going up and up and up and up, and adding to my positions and going over, because one is inflationary, two, there's limited supply, three, the Bitcoin dominance all over the world. All right. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. All right. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to show the chart for a little bit, and then I will get out of your hair. You can leave me a message if you want to ask me some questions on here. I wish we can talk back and forth on here, but we can't. So anyway, I'm going to pull up the Bitcoin chart so you can watch it for a little bit. Ooh, we're back over to $68,000. Hang in there. Okay. Just real quick, there's another one. Uh, I forgot to show you another speculative, risky um, token, but it's a gamble, of course. Where is it? I think it's on the Solana chain. Bobo. That's what my mama used to call me. Bobo. Bobo had a nice little run up here recently. I don't know. People are saying that um, Bobo will flip SHIB. That I don't know. Anyway, it's too early to be talking about what something like that. I think. But anyway, it's I got into it a few days ago. I posted when I took on an entry, and it's been kind of steady. So, take a look at it, do your research on it. It's really not a lot of research behind outside of community involvement and people putting their money in and it going up and up and up and up. So there isn't really too much to it. There's not too much to a lot of these. It's just that they go up and up and up and up until somebody starts to take, and then they go down, 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 down. So they're all speculative, risky assets. All right. Anyway, it's one that I looked at. Took an entry. I took an entry because of my mama, because she used to call me Bobo. So I said, "Mama, let me make let me make some change in your name." All right, and let's go back to the overall Bitcoin, and we can watch that for a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. If you have to go ahead and go. But I'm gonna go ahead and play a little more music. Here we go. Hold on. Also, there is another one that's been gaining some attraction here. I have not taken an entry yet um, into this, but it is a community, another community from the Saitama community, Shib community, Pepe community, all these different communities pretty much kind of coming together. Um, and it's a project called Wolf. Let me see if I can find it. You have a lot of Saitama OGs that's in this thing. Let me see if I can find it here. Let's see. Hold on. Give me a second. It's called the Wolf Pack coin. Again, I don't have any skin in the game on this. I don't have any money in this asset right now. But I may take a entry. Let me go to the chart here. Let's take a look and see what the chart has been doing. Give me a second. Let's see. Hmm. All right. So market cap is 838,000, close to a million. Liquidity is 91,000. That's an important piece. This project is building, and and to give you kind of my thought process on this project. 85 billion supply. So originally, when this project came out, you had an individual who started this project. I don't know the full ins and outs on it, but they started the project and they left the project basically in the hands of the community. And so now the community has taken it over, and now they're running with it like they did with Dog and some other projects. But you know, my heart is in the community when it comes to projects like this, because when you have somebody who starts a project and then whatever for whatever reason they decide to abandon the project, take money, or whatever they decide to do, um, I don't like that. And for that reason, it's like now you're kind of crapping on your community when you do that. We're all here to make money, to help other individuals make money, what have you. But when you have individuals who do that in the community, it makes it harder for newer people to come in and say, "Why should I buy this?" Right? Because you have all this stigma that's attached uh, to this. Okay, so again, you have a lot of STCs, Saitama OGs, Shib OGs, Pepe OGs. That's in this and just overall community, but I think they may be looking for volunteers to kind of help take this thing to the next level. It is a community takeover for it, so you're going to have they're starting from the ground up to push this thing to the next level. I may throw a little bit of money at to kind of to help it to the next level. I think I've actually offered to assist with maybe even some exchange listings down the road for Wolf once they kind of get some things together. In terms of utility, well, I believe the community is the utility, which a lot of these projects community is the utility for these things here. So anyway, I just thought I would put Wolf on a radar just in case you wanted to do some additional digging in on Wolf and to see if it's something for you, if you want to throw an extra dollar or two at it to see what takes place after that, it's on you. All of these things are risky, but if you're here to make some money, that is a possibility. So there you go, Wolfpack coin, Wolf. I know I am not getting paid to talk about any project. The only way I get paid is when I put my money in and I take my money out of any project I want to, especially Bitcoin, who has no dev. The community is the dev of Bitcoin. All right, guys, that's it. I just thought I'd bring that up. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, another one. Hold on. Another one. I posted about this one several few days back. I think it's been out for almost a year now. Let me see. This thing has been out since July, and it just recently started to pump up. When the market starts coming back, all these other altcoins and stuff start to push back up again too. So but this one has $7 million in liquidity, $269 million market cap. That kind of gives you some perspective of where this one is at. A lot of money has been flowing in. Circulating supply of 390 trillion. It has a heck of a lot more supply than the Wolfpack coin does. Wolfpack has, I think, about 89 billion. So that's not a lot in comparison to 390 trillion. That is huge. And one thing I know about projects that have high supply like that is that it takes a lot of money to maintain these projects to keep them at that level. So 390 trillion, yeah, it takes a lot of money to keep them there. So 24-hour volume is $28 million. So that's a good reason to keep it there. In terms of where it's going, I don't know. It's another um, coin, another meme coin. So in terms of utility, I don't know. I just like the name. That's why I bought it and was able to capitalize on that. Ooh, somebody sold like 30 G's from it. Oof, they took some huge profits. Anyway, it's another one you can take a look at it. The it's been holding up actually relatively pretty good. A lot of volume going in and out. So it's I mean down 13% from the top, but um, hey, it's not too bad. It's pretty, yeah. 30. That was a 30, 40, $60,000 sale an hour ago. Wow. Ooh, another one, $31,000 sale. That was an hour and a half ago. Big money, big money. But those are the guys who got in early too. You got some big money out there. Anyway, these are opportunities that you may be missing out on during the bull run. If you don't take the time to take a look at them. It's not for everyone. Again, you know, I spend a lot of time looking, and I have the time to stay up and watch it. If you don't have time to watch your accounts, that's one thing I'd recommend you do. Also, is take some time out throughout the day. If you are investing, just make sure you're checking up on your investments, uh, your risky investments, to see where they're at. You have to watch these things, and some people don't have the time to do that. So that's what I do. I mean, for me, I don't I don't trade for anyone else unless you're my close family. I'll do trading for my family, but anything outside of that, nope. I'm not a licensed trader to do that. I don't have a license to press the button to send. I have traded for friends, and I've been pretty successful at that. I do have a good track record, but it is a risky thing. So unless you got big dollars you want me to trade, I mean, I can trade 100,000, I can trade 1 million. That's easy. But when it comes to $10, I'll lose that in a heartbeat. I'm sorry, but I can definitely trade with 100,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, $100,000 above. Wink, wink. Don't play it. Anyway, the projects are out there, right? They're out there. You just have to find them. It's a gamble. It's a risk, but it's a risk that I'm willing to take continuously. Anyway, Alaska, I do believe I will be coming to give another class. I got to put some things together first. And if you like what you've heard today, share this information as well. And if you want me to come to your city, I will. Again, I'm not the expert at this at all. Just I do have some experience in terms of buying and selling and what to look for. And I can give you the breakdown on what cryptocurrency is, and the ins and outs on that. A little bit of code, just a little bit what to look for on contracts and stuff like that. That's the information that I can give you, and then help you and set you on your way, and give you tools and access where to access the information. That's about as good as I can get, and I think that's pretty good information. And I'm doing it for free as well. So I'll be coming to Anchorage here shortly. Once I get the flyers and the marketing together, I will be coming up to give another class. Maybe I'm saying summertime, March, April. Maybe do it in May time frame when it's a little bit warmer. We'll see. We'll see. Depends. But I don't want to get too far behind as where the market is right now. I want you to. I mean, you can experience wealth in any market. It's just that when the bull run is happening, that's where everybody's an expert. For the most part, you can win at this game, and really in a bull market. If you learn how to day trade, trade options and futures, you could then capitalize on both sides of the market as well. Those are additional skills that you can get in on as well. Okay. All righty. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna play some music, and I will talk to you all later. Have a good one. What's going on? What's going on? Appreciate you all here. I didn't see the messages. Thank you, Christine, for that. She's one of the moderators on the channel. Definitely appreciate you guys coming on in. All right. Anyway, thanks, Christine, for putting that out there. Appreciate it. Okay. Anyway, I'm wondering, how are all of you tonight? Hopefully you are doing you're doing well. All right. I'm actually going to end the live here. I think I've covered a lot of information. I got other things I have to do, so I don't want to keep you all on on the channel here. I know you got other important things to do, but shout out to the mods. I appreciate you all. I always like to give you a kickback for being here and helping moderate the channel. I appreciate that. So I'll definitely get with you. And let me see what else. You guys keep your eye on the charts. We've been in these positions before. You know exactly what you have to do at this point, but keep your eye on the charts, on the upswings and the downswings as well. I've given you a couple tips. Ooh, Dogecoin ripped. Hold up. Dogecoin ripped to 19. $0.19. Let's go Doge. Almost 20 cents. We ain't seen that kind of volume in a long time with Dogecoin. Last time we seen that was when Dogecoin ripped to 70. And the last higher high for Doge was 10 cents. That was in December. Something special is going on, and we definitely appreciate that. 71 cents was in May 5th of 2021, and it didn't even rip. Check this out. So November of 2021, it didn't even rip that much. I mean, November of 2021, Doge went to 21 cents when everything else was going into the, well, that was a lot of volume, 1.6 billion dollars. But let me see what we've been having now lately. So $6 billion in volume, 4 billion. See, so even when the rest of the market was ripping, Doge didn't even hit uh all-time high in where everything else hit all-time high. It hit it way before May 5th, 65 cents. Mm. That just goes to tell you that Doge is in its own category. So Doge is ripping, folks. It is ripping. Let me take a picture of that. Doge is ripping. That's live right there. Rip. That's a live picture. All right. Anyway, I'm not going to hold you too much longer, but these are things you got to pay attention to. So when we started pushing forward, Doge was at 8 cent, 8, 9 cents. I jumped. I recently added to a position when I seen that thing ripping, because you just never know when you're going to get that opportunity again, right? So I re-entered that position, which put that my entry again didn't push Doge to 8, but Doge is at 8. Market cap 27 billion, 6 billion in volume. Volume. If you have 27 billion in volume, guess what that's going to do? It's going to rip it to 6, 70, 80, 90 cents. But Doge has trillion, billion, million, thousand. So Doge has 143 billion. I think the max supply is infinity. I think it's unlimited. So if Doge rips to 27 billion dollars, we're ripping to $1. Yeah. If Doge hits the 27 billion plus, we're gonna go. Doge will hit $1. So is it possible? Absolutely. And we're getting close to the time that it happened in May of 2021. So we're in March now. So pay attention. Pay attention, y'all. Anyway, I'm going to keep the chart up for a little while longer, and then I am going to exit. All right. Y'all have a really good night. Appreciate you all on X tuning in, Facebook tuning in, as well as YouTube tuning in, and everyone else around the world. I appreciate you tuning in. Lots of great information, and I'm hopefully you're getting some good information on here. Okay. All righty. I'm out of here.